This is North Myrtle Beach Chiefs basketball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now.
Hello and welcome to North Myrtle Beach High School as the number 15 North Myrtle Beach Chiefs get ready to take on the South Aiken Thoroughbreds in the first round of the SCHSL playoffs here in North Myrtle Beach. I am Brandon Biskobing. I'll be bringing you all the action, and as usual, my partner in crime, Tyler Kerb. And Tyler, playoffs? We're talking about playoffs?
Yeah, except the Chiefs can actually win a game.
Yes.
So, regular season's over, and this is a new season. Obviously, that's probably the mindset for both of these teams.
Exactly.
A new season, you win or you go home.
Win, survive in advance, as
That's right.
Old Jim Valvano used to say at NC State. Survive in advance. Let's run through how each of these teams made it here in the regular season. The number 15 North Myrtle Beach Chiefs are in the 2 seed, and they have a 20-4 record overall, 7-3 in region play. They had a very good region play, and really the only hiccups for the Chiefs were when they were shorthanded, when both Jenna Berger and Ashanti White were out for them. They've been ranked in the top 25 in the state for pretty much the entirety of the season, and they look to continue their strong spell and make a run in the playoffs. In the past, North Myrtle Beach, they lost to Flora 52-51 in a crusher at the end of the game in last year's playoffs at home, so the Chiefs definitely want to have a bit of a bounce back from that disappointment last year. Their last win was 2 years ago, where they made it to the third round in the playoffs before losing to Wilson. As for South Aiken, they did make it to the playoffs for the last couple of years, but they've lost. Last year they lost to Myrtle Beach 48-15 in the first round.
Wow.
So that was a big loss to a fellow Region 6 opponent. And the Thoroughbreds have not won a playoff game, at least that I could see, in the Max Prep era since 2007, according to Max Prep. So they look to get out of this 13-year slump when it comes to the playoff, a playoff victory.
And the Chiefs are definitely hoping that they're not the team that's going to break that streak tonight.
Absolutely not.
North Myrtle Beach, they're very, very good at home. 9-1 at home on their home court this season. Their lone loss, of course, was a 6-point loss, 55-49. That was against Wilson on January 28th.
And we all know how good that Wilson team is.
Oh, definitely. Well, they're the number 1 seed. They're going to be at home against Dreher tonight. And we might as well go through the rest of the Region 6 games. So there's actually 5 teams out of the region that made the playoffs. 4 seeds in the at-large, of course. The at-large is Darlington. They're going to be at number 1 seed Bluffton. The winner of that game will face the winner of tonight's matchup.
Tonight. So we'll try to keep an eye on that one as best as we can. If Bluffton were to win, the Chiefs would travel out to Bluffton. If Darlington were to win, the Falcons would travel here to North Myrtle Beach.
And number 4, Marlborough County, will be at number 3, Aiken. So these Thoroughbreds, they know a lot about that team. So if we make it somehow and we have to play them, we could easily go to South Aiken for some film. I guess that's the way it works. And the last game, number 3, Myrtle Beach, will be at number 2, Colleton County. So North Myrtle Beach, of course, they had a very strong season, as you said, finishing number 2. Very grateful that they got the playoff game. But as you said, we need Darlington to lose to get a second game.
Well,
Darlington to win.
Yeah, in order to get a second home game.
But as I've said many times, we want to take care of business on our own floor first because we can't rely on teams in standings. Standings don't mean jack now.
Absolutely. Standings don't mean anything. It's survive and advance. And as for South Aiken, they were around 500. They were 11-10 overall and 5-5 in their region. So they just barely squeaked into the playoffs, although the bottom half of their region, Region 5, was very poor, so that's why they were able to get into the playoffs. But this is certainly a game that the Chiefs think they can win and should win tonight. So with that, we'll kick it over to our interview with Coach Smith ahead of this one, and then we'll come back with starting lineups and get you prepared and get you with the keys to the game, get you ready for round 1 of the SCHSL playoffs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. We're here with Coach Smith ahead of tonight's girls SCHSL playoff game against South Aiken. And Coach, last year was a tough loss for the team in the first round. Is there anything the team, especially the older players like the Berger twins, can learn from that experience going into this one?
Yeah, that they don't enjoy losing, that feeling after, that's for sure. That's definitely nothing that you want to experience, especially on your home court, especially when you know it could be your last chance to play on your home court.
And this is a team that's, coming from a pretty far distance, and you haven't really ever played them before. Does that impact how you prepare, not having as much of a rapport with the team?
I mean, I think that you just never can take anybody lightly, and that's kind of what I was saying when I walked out here. It's like it doesn't matter where you are in the region. When you have teams that are coming from the other side of the state that you're not sure of their capabilities and their capacities of what they can do, and their schedules up and down of different teams, you just never know what you're going to get. So I think you just always have to be prepared for the unknown because you don't know how that team is going to match up with your team.
Does that change your perception of your strategy, or is it basically just full steam ahead? And
no, we're picking up our defense a little bit more tonight. You're going to see some differences in our defenses tonight. So we're trying to throw some new things at them and see what we can do with that and get them off guard pretty quickly. But besides that, we're just trying to look at film and find out what their weaknesses were, and we're feeding off of that right now.
With an 8-day layover in between games, of course you've had a lot of time to practice and watch film and study your opponent. Is there anything differently that we'll see on the offensive side and, the defensive side, as you already said? Is there anything different we'll see tonight? Offensively,
you should see a very similar thing. What they seem to run is a lot of zone, a lot of 1-2-2 and 2-3, which we're used to doing. We have very distinct offenses against that we plan on running. And hopefully our three-point shooters will be a little hot tonight. That would be great. Jenna Burr's been shooting tremendous in practice, her three-pointers, so we're hoping to maybe get some of those off from her tonight. And Daviana has been shooting well, too, in addition to Riley. So we're hoping to get some of those tonight. Defensively, you're going to see some new presses that we haven't run before, so be ready for that.
This is a little one to, how do I put it, ease the tension. During the week-long layover, you took your team bowling. Now, this is a little fun question I have to know. What's the best of you ever bowled? And out of that trip, who was the best bowler on the team?
Well, I don't remember. I don't even know what my best bowling is, but I did not even bowl on Sunday. I enjoyed watching them, and they were split up into all different teams. So all I know is you would think one of the best bowlers in the team would be Jermisha because she could throw that bowling ball right through the wall, but she actually was the worst bowler.
Oh.
So I will say that.
One final question from me. With this being the playoffs, are you telling your team anything different going into this, or are you still just telling them, to enjoy the moment and everything?
I think that's all you can really do is, being a basketball player myself in the past, The only thing I consistently tell them over and over and over, this is the last time, this is the last time. Give it everything you have. Leave nothing on the table. Because no matter what the score is at the end, you want to know you walked away giving every ounce of effort you have in your body.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That was Coach Smith, the head of this evening's game against South Aiken, and she mentioned that we may see a few switch-ups in some of their strategy with an unknown in South Aiken, and especially after playing a region play for the last month and change. It's got to be a bit of a adjustment, having to get back into, okay, we have to watch film, we have to focus on trying to figure out a new opponent, because this is a team that I'm sure the Chiefs haven't seen, if not ever, at least in years.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see not only how North Myrtle Beach is going to attack South Aiken, but we don't know what South Aiken knows of what North Myrtle Beach can do. So it's kind of a chess match of, okay, what's it going to be like for both teams? Because these two teams, as you said before, they've never played each other. This is the first ever meeting. So it's going to be very interesting. But Coach Smith said South Aiken likes to go into a zone, and every time I hear something about the zone, I think of Syracuse.
Yep.
And the best way you can beat a zone is to
have that three ball
or dig it inside.
Yep.
And the Chiefs, looking at the two rosters for both teams, the Chiefs do have the size advantage. South Aiken's roster is built quite a bit like Myrtle Beach's. Their tallest player is probably around 5'8"-ish. Maybe they have like 2 or 3 players. But what I remember during that Myrtle Beach game is that the Chiefs took full advantage of their size with the Berger twins. Jamisha was able to use her body to box out and get a lot of rebounds. And Daviana Hatchell had a great night, I remember. Look for her to really step it up tonight. And, of course, with the intensity of the playoffs, the 4 seniors on this team, I don't know if Katie's really going to play that much, but look for the 3 to give it their all, because potentially this could be the last time that they're going to be playing at the reservation in their careers.
Absolutely. So they will certainly be giving it their all. And one thing, and what you mentioned right there, I think is the big key to this game, is we've talked about it all season of the Chiefs have been able to get into the paint a lot and focus on banging that glass and getting offensive rebounds. And if they can do that, I think they can be very successful against that 2-3 zone. So I think certainly two of the keys to the games for the Chiefs are making the 3 and banging the offensive board.
And I got a third one. You got to be consistent from the charity stripe.
That is also true. Not quite as big of an issue for the girls as it has been for the boys.
But it's very important for any team who wants to win.
Absolutely. So once again, the number 15 North Myrtle Beach Chiefs, they're number 9 in quadruple A coaches poll, number 6 in the Max Preps quadruple A rankings. As we are just about set to get started, we'll be facing off against the South Aiken Thoroughbreds here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. We'll take a quick break and come right back with starting lineups and opening tip-off as we get ready for this first round matchup in the SCHSL playoffs.
Number 15, D.E. Thomas. And number 23, Michaela Blocker. Head coach, Zachary Green. Assistant coach, Keisha McDuffie. Athletic director, Coach Bob Paluski. Principal, Mr. Samuel Fuller. Staff, Ms. Savannah Nichols and Ms. Ashley Taylor. Introducing the South Aiken Varsity Cheerleaders. And now, let's get ready for your North Myrtle Beach High School Lady Chiefs. At the guard forward position, a sophomore, number 10, Adea Green. At the point guard position, a freshman, number 22, Riley Dixon. At the guard forward position, a senior, number 23, Jordan Berger. At the guard forward position, a junior, number 24, Davia Hatchell. And at the guard position, a senior, number 31, Jenna Berger. Head coach of the North Myrtle Beach High School Lady Chiefs, Coach Brooke Smith, Assistant Allison Umbrella, Assistant Coach Derek Mitchell.
So there are your starting lineups for both teams, and we'll run them down real quick. First, for the visiting South Aiken Lady Thoroughbreds, it will be number 2, Jakaya McDuffie, number 5, Alana Stapleton, number 11, Danesha Saxon, number 15, Dee Dee Thomas, and number 23, Michaela Blocker. For the Lady Chiefs, it will be number 10, Adaya Vereen, number 22, Riley Vincent, number 23, Jordan Berger, number 24, Daviana Hatchell, and number 31, Jenna Berger. As we get ready to start the first round of the SCHSL playoffs, and we are underway here. The Chiefs get the tip-off going left to right. Vincent now with the ball, far side wing, passes over to Berger. Berger over to Berger. Berger with the long two, drains it from the far side corner. And the Chiefs get on the board first and have a quick 2-0 lead. South Aiken pushing the tempo, laying attempt, no good by Blocker, rebounded by the Chiefs. Chiefs now pushing it up quick, now kick out over to Vincent, now over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger. Berger passes inside to Berger, and a whistle is blown. And that ball will go out of bounds. It will be South Aiken ball.
Well, Jordan Berger gets the Chiefs on real quick here. Chiefs off to the start. They definitely won here in the first round.
Dee Dee Thomas with the ball, gets double teamed, has to get it out, almost loses it. Scramble for the ball, and Berger comes up with it. She'll go coast to coast, lay-in attempt no good. Rebounded, tipped out of bounds, and they will say it went off of a South Aiken player. So will remain Chiefs ball. Vereen to inbound from the baseline. Passes over to Vincent. Vincent stops and pops three, no good. Offensive rebound by Daviana Hatchell. Loses control of the ball, but is able to get it back. Berger passes out to Vincent at the point. Vincent bringing it near side now. Passes over to Vereen. Vereen to Berger. Berger inside to Hatchell. Hatchell lay-in attempt, good. Daviana Hatchell gets on the board, and now it's a 4-0 game. And a
jump ball.
Jump ball is called. Possession arrow will favor South Aiken.
Well, the Chiefs going into that early press, they're going to see if they can get into the head of the Thoroughbreds early.
Chiefs in a full court press, and a whistle is blown.
The ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, went out of bounds on the sideline. It's Chiefs ball. Great job by the Chiefs forcing the turnover with their pressure defense. Vereen inbound, gets it to Vincent. Vincent sets up at the point, passes over to Vereen, far side wing. She'll drive, lay-in attempt, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by the Chiefs. Gets it inside to Hatchell, and she lays it in. 6-0. 6.5 left to go in the first quarter. And South Aiken, or no, they'll call a
Another turnover.
Yeah, they'll call a turnover. Not sure if it went out of bounds or a foul was called, but either way, it's Chiefs ball again. Vincent with the ball at the point, brings it near side. Passes it over to Hatchell, near side wing. Now over to Vincent, now over to Berger. Berger over to Vereen. Vereen over to Berger at the far side wing. Vereen now with the ball far side corner. Now passes inside to Hatchell. Hatchell inside to Berger. Lay-in attempt, no good. Rebounded by South Aiken. They will now try to push it up. Thomas brings the ball in, loses the handle.
And another turnover.
Will say it went off of D.D. Thomas, and it will be Chief ball.
And a timeout by
And South
Aiken
Aiken says we need a timeout. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It is already 6-0 Chiefs.
Well, a minute and 59 seconds have come off the clock. South Aiken still has yet to score, and they're having a lot of issues bringing it over the timeline.
Yeah,
thanks to the Chiefs' great full court press thus far.
The Chiefs' pressure defense has made it so that the Lady Thoroughbreds have only had one shot attempt so far.
Well, Daviana Hatchell.
As we get our first round of stats from Wayne White.
Thank you, Mr.
Once
White.
again, I didn't have the chance to mention it during pregame, but we do have full stats tonight courtesy of Wayne White. So thanks again to him for coming out and helping us out.
Well, Daviana Hatchell showing that she was on the second team, Region 6 team exactly, 8.7 rebounds per game and 7.9 points per game actually.
Yeah, that's something I didn't get a chance to mention during the pregame show as we get ready to get set again, as Hatchell passes it up to Vincent. Vincent loses it and stolen by South Aiken. South Aiken now bringing it up. Now we'll slow it down. Bringing it far side. Now brings it back out to Stapleton. Now passes it out to McDuffie. McDuffie over to Stapleton. Stapleton will drive in. Now brings it out, and it will go out of bounds. It will remain South Aiken ball. But the all-region teams came out yesterday as the inbound comes in, and they lost the handle, and it's Chief ball. Well, Chiefs again forcing the turnover.
Well, Coach Brooke Smith going into a 2-3 zone early on, as she said she would in the pre-game interview, and it seems to be working wonders thus far.
Green gets it out to Vincent. Vincent kicks it out to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Vincent. Vincent stutter step, drives baseline, floater no good. Rebounded by South Aiken. Scramble for the ball now, and it will go out of bounds off of South Aiken, and it will be Chiefs ball. Or no, excuse me, it will go off of the Chiefs, so it will be South Aiken ball. So like I mentioned, all region teams came out yesterday. Both Berger twins were on the first team, with Daviana Hatchell being on the second team. As Stapleton almost loses it, gets double teamed, but is able to get it out to McDuffie. McDuffie at the point, passes it over to Saxon. Saxon stutter steps, drives baseline, now kicks it out. Now drive baseline again, lay-in attempt no good. Rebounded by Vincent, and she'll get tied up. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs.
Well, 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and South Aiken still has yet to score.
And that was only their second shot attempt of the night, with almost half of the first quarter gone.
The whole Chiefs bench is pointing, saying it should be Chiefs ball instead of South Aiken inbounding on their own baseline. And Coach Smith and the Chiefs, they're going to get their wish.
They're going to get their wish.
So South Aiken is into a zone now, trying to do something that's been working for the Chiefs thus far.
Slight full court press, but the Chiefs are able to get out of it. Berger now with the ball, passes it over to Vincent. Vincent near side wing, passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell passes it inside to Berger. Berger inside to Berger. And Jordan Berger lay-in attempt, no good. Offensive rebound by her, putback good. 8-0 Chiefs with just under 4.5 left to go in the first quarter, excuse me. Now McDuffie with the ball. Kicks it out to Stapleton. Stapleton hands it off to McDuffie. McDuffie brings it far side. Now calling out a play, gets a pick, drives near side. Now tried to kick it out, but stolen by Berger. Berger will drive, now she'll bring it back out and reset. Vincent with the ball, stutter step, now hand off to Berger. Berger kicks it inside to Vereen, lay-in attempt no good. Rebounded by South Aiken.
And they're just going to walk the ball up the court. They're going to try to set something up to get on the board here. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter.
Thomas with the ball. She'll set up a play at the point. She gets a pick, will bring it near side. Now tries
Stole.
to kick it out, but it's stolen by Vereen. Vereen will go coast to coast. Nice defense. Nice transition defense by Dee Thomas, however. And they'll say it went off of Vereen, so it will be South Aiken ball once again. 3.5 left to go in the first quarter. 8-0 game as that ball will go out of bounds off of a Chief, so it will remain Thoroughbred ball.
Well, the Berger twins went right into a trap before they got it over the timeline, and one of them poked it away.
South Aiken to inbound. Dee Thomas to bring it up over the timeline. She'll bring it far side, now passes the near side over to Stapleton. Stapleton passes it over to McDuffie. McDuffie tries to drive, but it's stolen by Hatchell. Now Vincent, long outlet pass to Berger. Berger tried to get it inside to her sister, but a foul will be called on the Chiefs, or on the Thoroughbreds, excuse me. They will call that in the act of shooting. So Jordan Berger will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Jordan Berger had a spectacular season, 14.6 points per game and 8.1 rebounds and 2.6 assists per game.
As the first free throw is made.
So it's now 9-0.
9-0 Chiefs. Chiefs starting off this game. If she makes this one, it will be a 10-0 run, no dice off of front iron. And that ball will go out of bounds off of a Chief, so it will be South Aiken ball. 9-0, just over 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Slight full court press by Jenna Berger.
Another
South
steal.
Aiken, an errant pass is stolen by Hatchell. Long outlet pass to Berger. Berger laying attempt no good. Rebounded by South Aiken. Blocker with the ball. Now she'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas will slow the pace down. Brings it far side, now near side. Gets a pick, now she'll bring it far side, and stolen by Hatchell. Hatchell, clear lane, lay in, good. 11-0 Chiefs.
And another
steal by Vereen this time. Vereen lane attempt, no good. She gets her own offensive rebound, and she will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. The Thoroughbreds have still yet to get on the scoreboard.
And that's a problem when it's very difficult to get the ball across the half-court line and to create shots for your players.
Vereen, first free throw, good. 12-0. And we'll have to wait until we get the next set of stats, but I believe the Thoroughbreds have only made 2 shot attempts so far. The second one, good. 13-0. And another timeout is called by South Aiken. This is exactly what you wanted to see the Chiefs do. Just come out and absolutely dominate the beginning of this game. But we saw this at Marlboro County. Chiefs have to avoid getting too complacent later on in the game once they get out to a big lead.
Well, they're off to a great start right now. And what's very interesting is that Coach Smith has not made any substitutions yet.
Well, she hasn't had to.
That's right. She doesn't have to at this point. Keep her starters fresh. Yep, the same 5 is back out. In South Aiken, you're just trying to fix this before it gets too late because you don't want your season to end like this.
Absolutely not. As the Chiefs, I think it's a matter at this point with how good the starting 5 is playing as we get underway. Thomas with the ball now hands it off. Now passes a near side wing 3 by Stapleton, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs, and that ball will go out of bounds off of a Chief. So it will be South Aiken ball. They will inbound from the sideline. That was the best opportunity the Thoroughbreds have had thus far of getting on the board. Now Stapleton getting double teamed. Now passes it, and it's another steal. Jordan Berger with the steal this time. Thought about pushing up, but now slows it down. Vincent back over to Berger. Berger passes it inside to her sister. Jenna Berger backing down her man, kick out. Now Vincent with the 3 from the point, no good. Offensive rebound by the Chiefs. Scramble for the ball, and a whistle will be blown. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow will favor South Aiken.
Well, South Aiken coming out of the timeout, they had a very good possession, opening up a good shot attempt just inside the 3-point line. near side. It's going to be interesting to see what they could draw up here.
As a whistle is blown, foul will be called on the Chiefs. That foul will be called on Riley Vincent.
And that's actually the team's first foul with 1:41 remaining here in the first.
Inbound is stolen. Vincent comes up with it. Now Hatch, a long outlet pass to Berger. Berger to Berger, lay in, good. Jenna Berger with the lay-in, 15-0 now Chiefs with just under a minute and a half, and they are not slowing down. Full court press again. They are able to break out of it, and that ball went out, bounds off of
a South Aiken player.
Off of a Thoroughbred, so it will be Chiefs ball, but a South Aiken player, Talea Williams is down right now. So they'll check on her, and this is basically a free timeout for the Chiefs.
Well, Coach Smith is going to take full advantage of it. She has a 15-point lead and hasn't given up a point thus far. 1:18 remaining in the first quarter here. And it looks like she's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Williams of South Aiken is okay.
She will get up and walk off the court.
She's limping a little bit, but we're grateful that the injury is not that severe. So the first substitution for Coach Smith tonight is Destiny Vereen coming in.
And for the Thoroughbreds, if that injury keeps her out, that's going to shorthand the Thoroughbreds even more than they already are. They only have 10 players on their team. As Vincent brings it over the timeline, passes it over to Berger near side wing. She'll drive baseline. Floater, no good. Scramble for the ball. Offensive rebound by the Chiefs. Jordan Berger with a 2 from the free throw line, no good. Offensive rebound by Jenna, lay in good.
The Berger twins have 5 points and 4 points respectively with Jenna and Jordan.
Now South Aiken trying to push out of this full court press. A foul will be called on Vereen.
So
Stapleton to inbound. Thomas with the ball. Stutter step, drives down the lane. Tried to kick it out, but it's stolen once again by the Chiefs. Now South Aiken is able to come up with it. Long 2 from the far side elbow, no good. Rebounded by Vincent. Vincent will drive, passes it inside to Berger. Lay in good, and 1. 19-0 Chiefs with just over half a minute remaining in the first. That is Jordan Berger who got fouled and the end one. She will go to the line for the end one.
And Ashanti White's going to check in for Riley Vincent. She played almost the whole quarter. She's going to get some much-needed rest.
And I think what Coach Smith's thought was, as the end one is good, that extends the lead out to 20-0, is that if they don't seem fatigued, just keep them out there. They're hot right now,
exactly.
So you want to keep this hot streak going. As another full court press comes up with a turnover. Jordan Berger with the turnover. White now drives, passes inside. Jenna Berger, good, lay in. 22-0 with just over 10 minutes remaining.
And another steal.
Another steal by Berger. Scramble for the ball, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs. 6.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. It looks like North Myrtle Beach will pitch a shutout in the first quarter.
The thing is it going to be a 22-point lead, a 24-point lead, or even a 25-point lead if they could get a 3?
As Hatchell passes out. Kick out to Hatchell. 3, no good. With 2 seconds left to go. They try to get it out, and that will end the first quarter as a scramble for the ball causes both Ashanti White and Michaela Blocker to go down, but that will end the first quarter with the score 22-0, North Myrtle Beach.
I don't think anybody would have bet that we'd have a shutout here after the first quarter. Wow, a 22-point lead in the first round of the playoffs. That is amazing. So we're going to be waiting for the stats here from Wayne White. The 2 things I'm interested to see is how many shots did South Aiken attempt, and what were the turnover numbers?
Yeah, that's certainly something to keep an eye on.
As we just got them.
We get the stats from Wayne White, and here we go.
All right.
The leading scorer for the Chiefs is Jenna Berger with 8. Daviana Hatchell has 6. Jordan Berger also has 6. And Adaya Vereen has 2. And you were asking about turnovers, 17.
Wow, so South Aiken's going to have to clean it up if they want to get back into this game.
As a whistle is blown on the inbound, and the Chiefs get the ball right back.
I believe that was a traveling.
So a traveling violation right off the bat for South Aiken, and the Chiefs are able to get the ball back and will try to extend this lead. White passes it over to Berger, now back over to White. White back over to Berger. Berger back over to White at the point. Passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell back over to White, back over to Berger. Thought about it, now passes it inside to her sister. Jordan Berger laying good.
Nice spin around lay-in for Jordan Berger, and it's now 24-0.
And another full court press. Scramble for the ball, still on the ground. And a whistle is finally blown. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs.
Another costly turnover for South Aiken. Wow. This full court press by the Chiefs is doing wonders for them.
It's absolutely stifling South Aiken. Hatchell to inbound. Passes it to Vereen. Vereen over to White. White at the point. Kicks it out to Hatchell. Hatchell with three from the far side wing. Drains it. 27-0. Long outlet pass stolen by White. White passes over to Berger. Berger stutter step. Floater good. Again full court press. South Aiken not able to get anything going, and a whistle will be blown. Foul will be called on Jordan Berger.
Well, maybe the Chiefs are getting a little too aggressive there, trying to strip the ball, and Jordan Berger caught some arm there.
I was just going to say, the one thing that can potentially slow down this full court press defense for the Chiefs is getting into foul trouble. As Blocker with the ball, a bit of an errant pass, but Edwards is able to come up with it. Now Thomas with the ball, kicks it out. Now a long two by Stapleton, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Berger lay-in, no good. Rebounded by South Aiken. Now they go coast to coast, but Hatchell back on defense. But a foul will be called. And that will send Michaela Blocker to the line to shoot 2 and potentially give South Aiken their first points of the game. First free throw up, good. South Aiken will not get shut out tonight.
Adaya Vereen and Jamisha Moss are going to check in for Destiny Vereen and Daviana Hatchell. Coach Smith going to go with more guard play here. 6:16 remaining here in the first half. 29-1, the Chiefs lead.
Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Berger. White now with the ball. She'll bring it far side. Passes it over to Vereen. Vereen now back over to White. White at the point. Now back over to Vereen. Vereen far side wing. She'll bring it near side. Hands it off to White. White stutter steps and gets away from her man. And now passes it out near side. Berger now with the ball near side corner. Now back over to White. White inside to Moss. Moss passes inside to Berger. Lay in good.
Give Jordan Berger 12 points on the night now.
Again, full court press. Almost stripped, but the Thoroughbreds are able to come back up with it. Now Blocker with the ball. Now brings it back. Now passes it over to Stapleton. An errant pass almost stolen, but Blocker is able to come up with it. Now she'll try to drive She'll try to drive baseline, and she'll get fouled.
And Coach Smith wants an explanation on that one.
As Blocker lost the handle, but was able to recover it a little bit. It looked like the ball wasn't completely in her possession.
Well, that's not going to be a shooting foul, so South Aiken's going to inbound from their own baseline, down by 30.
McDuffie to inbound, passes it inside. Laying attempt, no good, but a foul will be called, so Stapleton will go to the line. Or excuse me, that will be Dee Thomas who will go to the line to shoot 2.
And Coach Smith put both her thumbs up in the air. She wanted a jump ball on that one, and the ref will not oblige.
So Dee Thomas, as her first free throw is good, that gives the Lady Thoroughbreds a grand total of 2 points.
Well, they have 2 points now, but they still have yet to make a field goal.
Second free throw, no good. She also goes 1 of 1, so both South Aiken points are as a result of 2 free throws and going 1 of 2. Vereen now with the ball. She tries to put up a shot, and a foul will be called on South Aiken, so Vereen will go to the line to shoot 2.
As a team thus far, North Myrtle Beach is 4 or 5 from the line. Jordan Berger and Adiah Vereen have gone to the line thus far. Actually, Adiah is 2 of 2, and she's going to look to keep that streak going.
First free throw, good.
Nothing but net. NMB, or NBN. Okay. 32-2, 5:06 remaining here in the first half.
Second free throw, no good. Scramble for the ball, and a whistle is blown, and it will be South Aiken ball.
What an effort by Jordan Berger there, spinning off her man and going and trying to get that ball and forcing the tie-up. Showing a lot of intensity still.
Dee Thomas to bring it up over the timeline. She brings it far side. Now near side, she'll drive, almost gets it stripped, and a whistle is blown. Foul is called on, I believe that will be, oh no, that will be on Adiah Vereen. I thought it was going to be Jenna Berger at first.
Well, the Chiefs have 17 fouls, and it's on 7 different players. Riley Vincent's going to check in for Adiah Vereen.
And I talked about this just a few minutes ago. That would be the one thing that would hurt this full court press, and that's exactly what it's done. As Dee Thomas goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1, her first free throw is good.
That makes her 2 of 3 from the foul line tonight. 32-3.
So once again, South Aiken not able to get any points from the field, as their second free throw is also good. So it's 32-4 now with just under 5 remaining in the first half. Now White with the ball, far side wing. She gets a pick, now brings it near side, now over to Vincent, now over to Berger. Back over to Vincent. Now she brings it far side. Now almost a steal attempt, no dice. And a steal now by South Aiken. Thomas pushing it up, lay-in, good. Excuse me, that was Michaela Blocker. And she finally gets the first field goal for South Aiken. It's now 32-6. Now a scramble for the ball, and South Aiken's able to come up with it again. McDuffie pushing it up. She loses the handle, scramble for the ball, and it will remain South Aiken ball.
Well, the Chiefs are starting to get a little sloppy on the offensive end. Their last 2 possessions have resulted in turnovers.
And pass inside, lay-in attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Berger now brings it up, now passes it over to White, far side wing, back over to Berger. Berger back over to White. White far side wing, she'll drive baseline, now passes inside to Jordan Berger, lay-in no good. Rebounded by South Aiken.
And there's an
scramble
injured Chief.
For the ball.
There's an injured Chief on the floor.
And that is Ashanti White. She is able to get up, and she looks to be okay.
She went down hard. Some South Aiken player just drove right into her, so she's going to get up, shake it off. She'll be okay.
They called a foul on Jordan Berger. So that will send South Aiken to the line once again.
Ashanti White's going to take a seat as Daviana Hatchell's going to re-enter the game with 3:47 remaining here in the first half.
First free throw, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Long outlet pass to Hatchell. Hatchell decides to slow it down, hands it off to Vincent. Vincent over to Berger. Berger back to Hatchell. Now Hatchell at the near side wing. She'll stop it, pop 3, drains it.
That's her second 3 of the night, and I believe that gives her 12 points.
And now a whistle will be blown, and it will be Chief ball.
I believe another traveling violation.
So the Chiefs to inbound. 35-6 with just under 3.5 left to go. Vincent passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger. Berger back over to Hatchell, far side wing. Vincent now with the ball at the point. Vincent calls out a play from the point. Gets a pick, passes it far side over to Hatchell. Hatchell, they will call a timeout. North Myrtle Beach will...
No, foul.
Okay. They called a foul on the Chiefs.
That's on Jamisha Moss. So Jordan Berger's going to take a long-awaited rest. I believe she hasn't been out of the game yet. And Destiny Vereen's going to re-enter in her place.
As Janiyah Pollard brings the ball up, passes over to Stapleton. Stapleton passes inside, now kick out to Stapleton, and she traveled.
Another costly turnover for South Aiken.
And during the first quarter, they already had 17 turnovers. I can only imagine what it is at this point. As Vincent now brings the ball up, passes it far side over to Hatchell. Hatchell passes it inside to Berger. Berger tried to get it to Vereen, almost lost it, now tries to get it, now passes it over to Berger. Berger kick out to Hatchell, now over to Moss. Moss with the three, drains it.
Oh, they gave her a 2. That's a 2.
So that will be a very long 2. Her foot was on the line.
I didn't know she had that range.
Yeah, but still very long range as McDuffie passes it over to Stapleton. Stapleton tries to drive. Tried to put up a shot, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Long outlet pass to Berger. Berger lay-in attempt, no good. And South Aiken is able to come up with it. McDuffie now with the ball near side wing. She'll drive far side. Now brings it far side wing. Now kicks it over to Pollard. Pollard at the point, brings it near side. Now passes it over, now back over to McDuffie. Now driving, and a foul will be called on the Chiefs.
That's on Daviana Hatchell. I believe that's her second.
So that will send Michaela Blocker to the line. And she will shoot she will shoot 2 now, as that was the Chiefs' 10th foul. Or excuse me, that's actually Talea Williams, as the first free throw is up and good.
Alana Neese and Ashanti White are in for Riley Vincent and Jamisha Moss. Very interesting to see Alana Neese here in the first half, getting some much-needed playoff experience.
And the second free throw, no good. But, with a 30-point lead, it's not really all that surprising as White brings the ball up over the timeline, passes it over to Neese. Neese over to Hatchell. Hatchell inside the Berger. Kick out to Neese, and she gets her shot rejected. Scramble for the ball, and South Aiken is able to come up with it. Now trying to drive is Saxon. Now driving, floater, good. Oh, that was actually McDuffie with the ball right there.
Those are her first points of the night.
Pass inside, now kick out to White. White brings the near side over to Berger. Berger passes it inside to Hatchell. Hatchell, 2 from the paint, no good. Scramble for the ball, and the Thoroughbreds are able to come up with it. Stapleton now brings it up. She'll drive, lay-in attempt, good. 37-11 with just under a minute left in the first half. As White passes it over to Berger. Berger back over to White. White over to Neese, now back over to White. White tried to pass it inside to Vereen, but a very high pass goes way over Vereen's head, and it will be South Aiken ball. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter as Pollard brings it up over the timeline. Now passes the near side over to McDuffie. McDuffie with the 3 from the near side wing, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Chiefs passes inside, now kick out to Berger. Berger with the 2 from the free throw line, off glass and in.
And that's Jenna Berger's 10th point of the night. She's now in double digits as well.
Now Stapleton brings it up over the timeline. She'll bring in near side off of pick. She loses it, scramble for the ball, and they will call a foul on Berger.
Really? She was going after the ball, not the player, and
Yeah.
Coach Smith is saying something to the ref.
14 seconds remaining in the first half. 39-11. Chiefs in the lead, and that will send Stapleton to the line to shoot 2. First free throw, good.
That gives her 3 points on the night now.
I believe all but 2 points for the Thoroughbreds have been scored on free throws.
I believe 2 baskets you meant to say. There's 4 points off.
Oh,
of,
okay.
Yeah. So North Myrtle Beach is going to call a timeout here. 14.2 seconds remaining here in the first half. They have a 27-point lead at 39-12. Very interesting. I've never seen a timeout called in between foul shot attempts.
I've seen it maybe once or twice, but very rarely does it happen.
I surely haven't seen it.
But the Chiefs have to avoid getting too complacent. They've definitely slowed down, and that's what's caused the Lady Thoroughbreds to be able to get a few points on the board. They still have a commanding lead.
Well,
they're still up by 27, but you can't get too complacent.
Well, South Aiken is looking a lot more comfortable as they bring the ball across half court every possession. They're starting to play their brand of basketball instead of going along with what the Chiefs play.
Absolutely, as Stapleton goes back to the line to shoot her second free throw. And that free throw will rim in. Full court press for South Aiken. Now White with the ball. She'll bring it out, and she gets it stripped. Stolen by South Aiken. Now driving, laying attempt, no good. Rebound by Hatchell, and that'll end the first half with the score 39-13. Chiefs leading by 26. So we'll take a quick break and then come right back with some first half stats and analysis here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. welcome back as we are at halftime here in North Myrtle Beach as the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs lead the South Aiken Thoroughbreds 39-13 here at halftime, and we'll run down some first half stats here. First for South Aiken, they are a grand total of 3 of 13 from the field for a total of 9 points from the field, 7 of 11 from the free throw line for a total of 13 points. And the big stat for South Aiken is 22 turnovers.
Wow. Well, South Aiken, they played a much better second quarter. As the second quarter statistics, they were only outscored 17-13, so it was more of an even second quarter here. But the first quarter put them in a deep hole, but now they have a they're going to have a very hard time climbing out of that big hole they dug.
Absolutely. The first half, like you mentioned, 22-0 Chiefs. But the second half, or the second quarter, excuse me, was a lot more even. It was a 17-13 score in the second quarter. So that's how we get to where we are now. And
for North Myrtle Beach, 39 total points on the board. They're shooting 16 of 36 from the field overall. That is a 44.4%. They are 2 of 6 from 3. That gives them 33%. And from the foul line, they have been pretty consistent. In only 7 attempts, they've made 5 of them, which gives them 71.4%. 20 total rebounds. And they have 15 steals, in which off of those steals, they have 24 points.
I mean, that's where the majority of those turnovers have come from for South Aiken, has been off of those steals. And that full court press, especially in the first quarter, was absolutely stifling. Both Jordan Berger and Daviana Hatchell have 4 steals on the game. And, you know, the 20 rebounds as compared to only 15 for South Aiken is also a big stat. We talked about during the pregame show the importance of offensive rebounds, and the Chiefs have been able to get 8 offensive rebounds. Not all that great from the three-point arc.
Well, they've only taken 6 attempts.
Yeah, so it hasn't. But that's the thing. It hasn't really been a big key because they've been getting so many transition opportunities as a result of the turnovers that it hasn't.
Well.
So
well, I'd like to point out, Brandon, I guess you could call it the big 3 now of the Chiefs, of the Berger twins and Daviana Hatchell. I mean, all 3 of them were on all-region teams, so I guess they're worthy of being called that. Daviana Hatchell and Jenna Berger are tied with the team lead of 6 points apiece. 12 points apiece. Where did I get 6? Oh, my goodness. Daviana Hatchell has 12 points. 6 rebounds, and she's 2 of 3 from 3. She has the only 3-point makes for the Chiefs thus far, so she's big and she's very, very aggressive down low. She's very important down low, but she could be dangerous from behind the 3-point line.
And that's something you definitely love to see, especially in the modern game. Mm-hmm. Your big man being able to go out on the perimeter and shoot that 3 and make it, and she certainly can do that. Once again, would like to congratulate both of the Berger twins for making the first team All-Region, and Daviana Hatchell named to the second team All-Region. And
well, the accolades don't stop for Jordan Berger, as recently she was named to the 4A All-State volleyball team. Mm-hmm. So that's something she could put on her college resume.
a great three-sport athlete, as we talked to both of the Berger twins during senior day here. A quick update for you around the playoffs. I was going to get a halftime update for the Darlington-Bluffton game, but that game does not start until 7. So we will have to wait and see. Maybe we can try to get an update at halftime, or at the end of the game, rather.
Right. Well, back to the Berger twins. Let's go over their stats. So Jenna is tied with the team lead of 12 points. She's shooting 6 of 11 from the field. She has 5 rebounds and 2 assists in 16 minutes played. That leads the Chiefs. And Jordan Berger shooting 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from the foul line. She has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and she has 10 points. So those are the 3 Chiefs that are in double digits thus far, and the other 5 points belong to Adaya Vereen with 3 and Jamisha Moss with 2.
Yeah, normally you want to say you like, moving the ball around, getting everyone involved. But with this game currently, the Chiefs haven't really needed to because of how dominant their big 3 have been tonight.
Well, that's going to be very key going ahead in the playoffs. And if you're South Aiken, as I said, you have to climb out of that hole, a very big hole. But they looked a lot more confident and a lot more comfortable running their offense late in the second half. Let's see what head coach Zachary Green had to say, and let's see if the Thoroughbreds can execute as we're underway here to start the second half.
We get underway with the Chiefs having the ball going right to left. Passes it over to Vereen. Vereen stutter step, thought about driving, now kicks it cross court and stolen. Stolen by Stapleton. She thought about driving, now kicks it out. Now bringing it near side is Thomas. Thomas now kicks it out. McDuffie with the ball at the point. She'll cross over and bring it far side. Now loses the handle, but Thomas is right there to recover. Now she has an errant pass and it's stolen by Hatchell. Hatchell, long pass to Berger, but she's not able to handle it. But she's able to save it and get it to her sister. But a scramble for the ball results in South Aiken coming up with it. Drive, lay-in attempt, no good by Blocker. It is blocked, and it's now going the other way. Vereen will drive. She tries to put up a lay-in, but she gets rejected. Now a scramble, and South Aiken comes up with it. Now they will reset. Now Thomas with the ball. She'll go up, and she puts the floater in. A very crazy set of possessions right there results in South Aiken putting the first points on the board in the third quarter. As Hatchell with a 3 from the far side wing, no good. Rebounded by Berger. Berger with scramble for the ball, and South Aiken is able to come up with it, but Berger steals it right back and lays it in. Now South Aiken will slow it down. Now a long outlet pass. Lay-in attempt, no good by Blocker, and it's rebounded by the Chiefs. Now Hatchell passes it over to Vincent. Vincent passes it inside to Berger, far side elbow. Now kick out to Vincent. Now far side wing, thought about shooting it, now passes it inside to Berger. Berger kicks it out to Hatchell, and Hatchell will reset at the point. Now Vincent with the ball. She'll bring it back to the point. Now passes it over to Berger. Berger, far side wing, passes it over to her sister. Jordan Berger back over to Jenna. Jenna passes it inside to Hatchell. Hatchell lay in, good.
Well, the Chiefs look rusty for the first minute here in the second half, but now it seems like they're getting back to business.
Long pass out to Thomas. Thomas lay in, no good. And Hatchell comes up with it. Now Vincent with the ball. She'll slowly bring it across the timeline. Now pass it over to Hatchell near side wing. Hatchell back over to Vincent, far side wing. Vincent passes over to Berger. Berger inside to Jenna Berger, and she'll get the lay-in and one.
She has a chance to make it 15 points if she can convert on this and one. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Chiefs have now tripled South Aiken as it's 45-15.
Chiefs up by 30 here with 4:50 left to go. Berger with the end one is good. 46-15 now.
NBN, nothing but net on that one.
Pollard with the ball, passes over to Stapleton. Stapleton passes across the timeline. Now back over to Stapleton, now inside. Backing down her man, stolen by Vereen. Vereen will push it up. She'll drive, lay-in attempt no good. Rebounded by Pollard. Pollard now to push it up. Lay-in attempt no good. Rebound by Berger. Now Berger hands it off to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Vincent, and they'll slow the pace. Vincent near side wing over to Berger. Berger back over to Vincent. Vincent back over to Hatchell. Hatchell far side wing. Hatchell passes it inside to Berger. Berger kicks it out to Vincent. Over to Hatchell, far side wing. Now over to Berger. Berger back, thought about driving, and it's tipped off of her, and it will be South Aiken ball.
Well, 46-15 here, 4:02 remaining here in the third quarter. One thing I've noticed throughout the night is that the crowd was not really as big as I expected.
Yeah, about half full here in North Myrtle Beach, here at the reservation.
I'm very surprised.
As a long outlet pass, now kick it out. Now back over, now back far side wing, far side corner, and it's stolen by Vereen. Vereen gets it out to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger. Berger stutter step, now kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent will reset at the point. Now back over to Hatchell. Hatchell stops and pops from the near side wing, no good. Offensive rebound by Vereen. Vereen puts it up, and good, and one. Adea Vereen will go to the line for the end one. It's now 48-15 with 3.5 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, we talked many times earlier this season about how Adea Vereen can bang down low with the bigger forwards of the opposing teams. We haven't seen much of that
the
tonight.
End one off front iron, but she gets her own rebound and puts up a floater, and good.
I don't think she was attempting to do that.
No, that wasn't the goal, but it works. As a long pass, almost stolen, double team on blocker, and a lay-in attempt by Stapleton goes in. And now it's 50-17 with just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Vincent with the ball, passes over to Vereen, near side wing. Now over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Vincent, far side wing. She'll drive baseline, hands it off to Berger. Berger kicks it out, and an errant pass will go across the timeline, and it's stolen by McDuffie. McDuffie stops and pops, but her shot is an errant one, and it's rebounded by the Chiefs. Vincent now brings it up. Vincent passes over to Vereen. Vereen back over to Vincent. Vincent back over to Vereen, far side wing, back over to Vincent at the point. Vincent passes it over to Vereen, now over to Berger, over to Hatchell, near side wing, three, no good. Rebounded by South Aiken. And a whistle is blown.
A tie-up.
So they will call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor South Aiken.
Jamisha Moss is going to check in for Daviana Hatchell. She's had a miraculous night thus far, and South Aiken had many players check in at the 2:21 mark here in the third quarter.
Stapleton to inbound, gets it over to Dee Dee Thomas. Now back over to Stapleton. Now an errant pass is tipped out of bounds. It will remain South Aiken ball, but nice attempt by Vincent to steal that long pass.
She's going to play hard right till the final whistle.
Thomas passes it inside, lay-in attempt, no good. Long rebound is taken by Blocker. Blocker passes it over to Thomas. Thomas will drive baseline, now kicks it back out. And another errant pass, now it's stolen by Berger. She'll go coast to coast, wide open lane, no good. But she almost gets her own offensive rebound, but a foul will be called on her, and it will be South Aiken ball once more. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 50-17.
I'm surprised that Berger missed that layup.
As Berger is able to get a steal again, and this time she does not get denied. She gets the lay-in. Stapleton, long pass out to Blocker. Blocker inside, lay-in attempt no good, rebounded by by Vereen. Now Vincent with the ball. Vincent thought about stopping and popping, but gets over to Vereen. Now back over to Berger. Berger with the three, drains it from the far side corner.
Coach Smith said she was working on it in practice. She gets her opportunity, and she takes advantage of it.
Stapleton now, slight full court press. She's able to get it over the timeline. Now Thomas with the ball, far side wing. She'll bring it near side over to the point. Tries to pass it inside, almost lost the handle, but South Aiken is able to recover, but a kick out is stolen by Berger. Jenna Berger now with the ball near side wing. Passes it over to Vereen. Vereen stutter step. She'll drive into the paint. Lay-in attempt, no good. Rebounded by South Aiken.
41 seconds remaining.
Long outlet pass to Thomas. Thomas with the near side wing. She gets double teamed. Now tries to kick it out, but it goes awry, and it will be Chiefs ball. 30.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 55-17.
The Berger twins are going to swap places as Jordan takes Jenna's place, and the guards will switch positions as well. Adaya Vereen is out, and Ashanti White is in.
Hatchell with the ball, passes over to White at the point. Now back over to Vereen, near side wing. Now back over to Hatchell at the point. Hatchell over to White. White inside to Berger. Berger lay-in attempt, no good, but she will draw the foul. And she will go to the line to shoot two. That will be on Dee Thomas.
Jordan Berger thus far, she hasn't really seen much action in the second half thus far. 12 points on the night and 2 of 3 from the foul line.
First free throw is good.
56-17 with 11.8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Berger's going to look to give the Chiefs a 40-point lead, and she does.
Second free throw also good. So 57-17 with 10 seconds left to go. Slate full court press by Berger. Now they get a little bit stronger. Double team, almost lost it. And
I don't think they ever got it over half court. But
I was about to say that. There were 10 seconds left. And I thought that would have been an 8-second violation. But no call as the quarter expires. And the Chiefs have a 40-point lead going into the final quarter.
Well, at 57-17, this one's officially a runaway.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's funny, throughout the entirety of the season, most of the vast majority of the games have been close for us. Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about, we've been lucky that we haven't had these blowout games. And yet here we are in the playoffs with a blowout game for the Chiefs as we get the third quarter stats.
And it looks like South Aiken had a quarter just like the first quarter, as they were outscored 18-4 in the third period.
The Chiefs had an 18-4 run in that third quarter, and the Chiefs will look to continue that hot streak.
Well, Jenna Berger went on an absolute tear between halftime and the third quarter, giving her 22 points, which is now the team lead, 8 over Daviana Hatchell. She's shooting 10 of 16 from the field, and yes, she is 1 of 1 from the foul line and 1 of 1 from the three-point land.
As we get the fourth quarter underway, Vereen now with the ball, passes over to White. White near side wing, passes it over to Berger. Berger gets double team, almost lost it, but is able to recover. Vincent with the three from the near side wing, no good. And that ball will be tipped out of bounds, and it will be South Aiken ball. A couple of stats I want to bring up real quick, as it will actually be, no, it will be South Aiken ball, but
no, Chief ball.
Okay, it will be Chief ball. A couple of stats real quick to bring up. Points in the paint as Vincent takes a three from the near side corner, no good. Scramble for the ball, it will not go out of bounds. South Aiken will recover it as Thomas now will have the ball. She'll bring it up. She thought about driving, now kicks it out. Now back over to Thomas. Thomas stops and pops from three, no good. Rebound by Vereen. Vincent now with the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline. Passes it far side over to Moss. Now back over to Vincent. Vincent at the point, back over to Vereen. Vereen near side corner, passes over to Berger. Berger will drive, floater, no good. Scramble for the ball. will be recovered by South Aiken. Now Thomas puts up a floater and drains it. Actually, that was Michaela Blocker who got that one up and good. 57-19. Now White with the ball. Passes over to Vereen. Vereen over to Vincent. Vincent will drive baseline, puts up a floater, no good, but she'll draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2. Couple of stats real quick that pop out to me. Points in the paint for each team. Chiefs have 36 as compared to only 10 for the Thoroughbreds. And points off turnovers as the first free throw is no good. Points off turnover, 34-2 in favor of the Chiefs, as the second one is up and good, 58-19 now.
Vincent has been quiet thus far tonight, but she doesn't need to be, I guess, productive tonight. I don't know if that's the right wording, but it's been the big three carrying this team all night.
I mean, she really only puts it on when she really needs to or when she gets the hot hand from the three-point line, as that ball goes out of bounds. Looked like it was tipped off Vincent, but they say it went off of a South Aiken player, so it's Chiefs ball again. Passes inside to Berger. Berger now brings it back out to the point. Hands it off to Moss. Now over to Vincent. Vincent resets at the point. She'll pass it over to Moss, near side wing. Passes it over to White. White near side corner, over to Vincent. Vincent with the three. Stop and pop, drains it. And you were saying?
Yeah, as soon as I said she's been quiet, she has 4 points here, 61-19 with 5:50 remaining here in this one.
Stapleton tries to pass it all the way down court and almost stolen, but they recovered. Thomas now with the ball at the point. Thomas will reset. Passes it over far side, over to Stapleton. Stapleton tries to pass it inside, but it's stolen by Vincent. Vincent will drive, lay in, gets it rejected, and it's stolen by South Aiken. Now they'll push up, lay in, good. Dee Thomas with the lay in.
That gives her 7 on a night. I believe that leads South Aiken.
And a whistle is blown, and Coach Smith calls the timeout.
Well, a 40-point lead here, 61-21 at the 5:13 mark remaining in this one. You have to assume that Coach Smith is going to start clearing her bench. So we're going to see the likes of Runyon. Well, Nice actually has an ice pack on the back of her neck. I don't know what that's about. But the two JV players in Berger and Livingston. So what's cooler than the 3 Berger sisters on the court during a varsity game? 3 Bergers on the floor during a varsity playoff game.
Absolutely. And I was about to ask you that question, but you answered it for me. I was going to say, do you think we're going to see some of the freshmen and some of the lesser used players out there? And not yet.
Not yet.
But
it's coming.
I have a feeling it will come sooner rather than later.
I'm surprised Jordan Berger is still out there.
I think it's also just trying to keep them fresh for the next game as Berger inbounds it. Vincent sets up a play from the point. Passes the near side wing over to Vereen. Vereen off her pivot foot, passes it over to Moss. Moss over to Vincent. Vincent passes it inside to Berger. Berger tried to pass it inside, but an errant pass goes out of bounds, and it will be South Aiken ball.
Well, Jordan Berger's getting a lot of pressure late in this one as they've been double teaming her for, it seems like, most of the fourth quarter.
Now McDuffie with the ball near side corner. She almost gets it stripped. And now she does. White comes up with the steal. White now brings it up over the timeline. Passes it over to Vincent. Vincent thought about it, but now passes over to Moss, who almost lost the handle. But she recovers, passes inside to Berger, lay-in good. Jordan Berger with the easy lay-in. 4:15 left to go in the game. Now McDuffie with the ball, and traveling will be called, and we're going the other way.
Still no substitutions coming in for Coach Smith. She's going to let seems like most of her starters play out this one for the time being.
I have a feeling we'll probably see them in like the last 2 minutes or so. As Vincent with the ball, passes over to Vereen. Vereen over to Vincent. Vincent stop and pop three, drains it from the far side wing. Riley Vincent is heating up in this fourth quarter.
7 points in this period.
And 2 threes.
Right after I said something about her being quiet.
McDuffie, crossover, almost gets it stripped, but she's able to recover it. Hands it off to Thomas. And
another
a whistle
travel
will be blown. Another traveling is called. And we're going the other way once more. 3:42 left to go. 66-21.
Will Riley Vincent spend a hot hand as she's going to bring this ball up over the timeline? As I said, 7 points in this period.
Vincent passes it over far side to Moss. Moss inside to Berger. Berger inside to Moss. Laying good. Jermisha Moss backing down her man. And it looks like we're going to get a bunch of substitutions, but mostly starters again.
Well, no, the 2 JV players over at the table.
Yes. So 2 starters in Hatchell and Berger, as well as the 2 JV players. As McDuffie brings it near side. She'll drive, floater, good from the baseline. And now it's 68-23 with 3 minutes left to go. Vincent with the ball at the point. Passes it over to Hatchell, now back over to Vincent. Vincent over to White. White thought about driving, now kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent over to Vereen. Vereen with the long 2, no good. Rebounded by Blocker. Blocker will slow the pace down with 2:40 left to go. Passes it over to McDuffie. McDuffie brings it near side. Now still bringing it near side, hands it off. McDuffie brings it near side. She'll drive baseline, now brings it back out. Thought about taking a 3, now passes it inside. Blocker with the lay-in attempt, no good. Scramble for the ball, save attempt, but Berger comes up with it. Vincent now long outlet pass over to Vereen. And a timeout will be called by Coach Smith. And I think that timeout will be called to give the opportunity for the JV players to come in with just over 2 minutes left to go in the game.
Well, as I said before, it's going to be much needed varsity experience because you're going to have 2 experienced players graduating. But the thing I'm surprised is that Katie Runyon still has her warm-up shirt on. I guess she's not coming in tonight, which is very interesting. She's been sick the last couple of games, and you'd think she'd be hungry to play. And I guess Coach Smith is not going to use her tonight.
Yeah, maybe she's still not at 100% from being sick. That's the only thing I can think of.
So the 3 Bergers are now on the court. Jaden, Jenna, Jordan, as well as Anaya Livingston and, Christian Livingston and Daviana Hatchell.
As we get underway, as a pass inside, now kick out to Livingston, now back over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger. We got a triple-decker on the court. Now Livingston over to Berger. Berger passes it inside to her sister. Now over to the other sister. Berger to Berger. Oh, no good, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor South Aiken. It looked like we were about to get a Berger to Berger to Berger lay-in.
Well, to avoid any confusion, that was Jordan to Jenna to Jaden.
Yes. We need the numbers. We need to do like in baseball, like a 6-4-3 double play.
So a minute 40 remaining in this one. The Chiefs still with a 45-point lead.
Stapleton to bring it up over the timeline. She loses the handle and stolen by Berger. That's Jenna Berger laying good. 70-23 with just under a minute and a half left to go. Stapleton passes it over far side wing, and now Katie Runyon will check in with just over a minute left to go in this game. Katie Runyon and Jermisha Moss check in.
And yep, it looks like Daviana and Jordan Berger are going to check out. Marvelous nights to start off the playoffs here.
I was kind of hoping Jordan would stay in so we would still have the triple Berger.
Well, Katie Runyon's in. That makes it better.
Yes. As now Livingston with the ball passes over to Jaden Berger. Now over to Washington. Now back over to Jenna. Jenna passes it inside to Runyon, who takes a 2 from the free throw line. No good. And a scramble for the ball, laying attempt, no good. And another attempt, and no good again as South Aiken comes up with the rebound. Passing it over to Saxon. Saxon tried to take a shot, no dice, but an offensive rebound, laying attempt is good. That was Michaela Blocker who puts the lay-in up and good, and the foul. So she will go. So she will go to the line to shoot the end one.
Well, Katie Runyon took a shot attempt at the other end, and the whole Chiefs bench was jumping up and telling her, you got to make one.
And the end one goes up and in. 37.7 seconds left to go in this one. 70-26. Livingston with the ball. Passes it over to Berger. Now over to Moss. Now back over to Berger. Now over to Livingston, who takes a three from the near side wing. No good. And it's rebounded by South Aiken. 20 seconds left to go in this one. Pollard with the ball. Hands it off. Now passes inside, but it's stolen by Berger.
And it looks like they're going to run out the clock on this one. 10 seconds left.
Berger passes over to Livingston, over to Berger. Berger tries to drive, kick out. Now Livingston with a three at the buzzer, no good. But that will end the game with the final score being 70-26. Chiefs win this one.
Well, the Chiefs were in total control from the very beginning of this one, and they never looked back. This has to be the largest margin of victory in this one. Well, maybe except the Conway game.
Yeah, certainly one of the largest margins of victory of the Chiefs season.
Actually, it is, 54.
So this was the largest margin of victory for the Chiefs this season.
Who would have thought it'd be in the first round of the playoffs?
Absolutely not, yeah. But an absolutely outstanding victory for the Chiefs as we await stats. And so once again, the Chiefs will either head to Bluffton or be here against Darlington for the next round
which will be on Friday night.
Yes, it will be.
So the final stats have been given to us by Mr. Wayne White. Once again, thank you tonight. For South Aiken, they shot 9 of 30 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, but they were 8 of 12 from the foul line, even 66%. They had 29 rebounds as a team.
The majority of those free throws came in the second quarter.
But the one thing that sticks out to me, 38 turnovers. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That's the big key. All but one of the free throws were in the second quarter, so that was their biggest quarter of the game at 13 points.
The leading scorer for South Aiken was Michaela Blocker, who has a very great basketball name, I'd like to say. She was 2 points away from a double-double, 8 points, 10 rebounds. She shot 3 of 7 from the field and 2 of 3 from the line. Dee Thomas was also very active on the score sheet tonight, 7 points, 5 rebounds.
But the big stat for her, which hurt the Lady Thoroughbreds a lot, 12 turnovers.
That's right. I can't believe I missed that. Wow, she led the team with 12 turnovers. Anyways, back to Thomas. 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, but she was 3 of 4 from the field. And Elena Stapleton, number 5, had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line. And other than that, those players combined for 21 points, meaning you got 5 points out of your other players.
Yeah, I mean, this was an absolute dominant performance for the Chiefs. Let's run through the Chiefs stats real quick. The leading scorer was Jenna Berger with 24 points.
Wow.
Daviana Hatchell and Jordan Berger each had 14 points. Riley Vincent and Adea Vereen both had 7. And rounding it out, Jermisha Moss with 4.
Well, Riley Vincent came alive in the fourth quarter. The stat line overall is 2 of 8, 2 of 6 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. But she was lethal in the fourth quarter. It just took her a little while to get going. But the big three, I guess we could call them that, the Berger twins and Daviana Hatchell combined for, let's see if I could do some basic math, 28 plus 24, that's, oh, I'm scared to get it wrong, I think 52?
Yep,
Awesome.
you are correct.
Okay, good. I didn't want to get that wrong on air.
So more than half of the points.
Oh, definitely. And that's very key for the Chiefs' success. Of course, they'll probably be playing a more formidable opponent in the next round, but it's glad that they were able to take care of business on their home court in the first round this year.
Yeah, like we talked about it during the pregame, this South Aiken team pretty much just skidded into the playoffs because their region, they had 2 teams that only won 1 game apiece.
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
That's certainly not something that you want to see.
Well, the Chiefs advance. We don't know if we'll be doing a game on Friday. I certainly hope so, but we will be back tomorrow as the boys take on the Hilton Head Seahawks at Hilton Head. So we have a 4-hour drive out there. It's going to be interesting to see if they can do their part and move on to the second round, but that's the only game that's guaranteed thus far tomorrow at Hilton Head. So be sure to tune in. I believe that is a 6:30 start.
So once again, the Chiefs win it here. Final score 70-26. We do not know who the Chiefs will face in the next round. It will either be at Bluffton or here at home against Darlington, who the Chiefs went 1-1 this season against. But that one loss was a shorthanded game with both Jenna Berger and Ashanti White out. So the Chiefs certainly have the opportunity to go far in this SCHSL playoffs. So once again, final score 70-26. Be sure to tune in to us tomorrow night as the boys team travels cross-state.
Actually, south.
From one edge of the coast all the way down to the other.
We're going down north. We're going down near the Georgia border tomorrow.
Yep. Go from one coast to the other of the South Carolina coastline down to Hilton Head Island as the Chiefs will take on the Hilton Head Seahawks. Tip-off will be at 6:30. Pre-game show at 6:15. So once again, for Tyler Kerp, I'm Brandon Biskobing saying so long from North Myrtle Beach. Once again, Chiefs win their first round matchup 70-26 over the South Aiken Lady Thoroughbreds. See you guys tomorrow night. So long for now.